center, the National Higher Institution Center of Excellence, Center for Biofuel and Biochemicals, we have been granted the national level recognitions in 2019. So our vision is to do research related to support the government initiative related to energy security from the angles of biomass conversion through thermochemical conversion technologies. So in our center, we have academicians and researchers from various backgrounds, ranging from forestry, chemistry and chemical engineering, work hand in hand to do research that results in benefit to their society, and also to advance the knowledge related to biomass conversion technologies. So the basic principles that governing us in doing research is to support the sustainable development aspirations, sustainable development goals in the niche area related to climate change, energy security, affordable and clean energy, that will bring impact, good health and well-being to the community. And also in terms of the process optimizations and improvement, so that it will support the responsible consumptions and productions approach. And in addition to aspirations for the sustainable development goal, we also focus our research to be mapped against the 12 principles of green chemistry that help to innovate and reduce or offer an alternative towards greener materials, and also to design or offer a process that helps to reduce utilizations of hazardous waste. We focus on various types of biomass, ranging from the virgin biomass and also from the waste biomass that can be generated from agriculture, and also from the municipal waste as well as the industrial waste. So we have started our research ranging from the first generations of biomass, then we move towards the second generations of biomass, then we progress to the third generations of biomass in the area of algae research that relates very much to aquatic natures of the biomass itself, and also we do cooperative research with other in the areas of upstream bioprocesses. Biomass is Malaysia being blessed with biomass, being the second in the world that focus on agriculture, particularly on the palm base, which will result in tonnage of waste that we can convert it to value-added materials. At the same time, it helps to reduce waste generations, and with this initiative, it will help to support the aspirations from the economic and also from the society angle. So this biomass mainly is palm-based, but we do also research, we extended to other types of biomass. In the national HICoE, our three major value change, we are focusing on research related to solid fuel, liquid fuel, and also gaseous fuel. In such a way, our research focus from process improvement, material developments, up to the end of the pipe, where we also apply as much as possible to improve on the research to support the application angle, particularly to support on the fuel from the transportations, from the heat recovery angle, and also from energy recovery and efficiency, be it from the process that we focus that we develop, as well as from the materials improvement. So our long-term roadmap is to position the research center to be partner of choice in the global, particularly in the Asia regions, together to advance biomass research, and also to contribute towards knowledge advancement and human capital development.
actually a lecturer from Chemical Engineering Department. At the same time, also I am affiliated to HICoE Center of Biofuel and Biochemical Research. So my research field is more towards like microalgae cultivations for biomass and biofuel productions. So these are actually one of our inventions in ongoing microalgae in pilot scales photobioreactor. So this is a column type, bubble column type photobioreactor, and the microalgae actually growing inside this photobioreactor, and we actually use the waste nutrients to grow this microalgae. So apparently, the growth of this microalgae is comparable to the industrial scales of the growth rate is actually comparable to the industrial scales of microalgae productions, and apparently we're actually getting about 1 to 1.5 gram per liter from this microalgae photobioreactor. So from the microalgae biomass, we actually then house the algae from the water, and then we dry it, and then we extract out the lipid from the microalgae biomass. So after that, the lipid actually can be converted to biodiesel. It's as a one source of the biofuel. Besides growing these microalgae in photobioreactors, we also venture into the CO2 captures by the microalgae. So besides growing the microalgae in a big scale photobioreactor, we also venture into the CO2 captures by the microalgae in our another project. So apparently we managed to grow the microalgae using CO2 through our new photobioreactor designs, and able to capture the CO2 with efficiencies more than 70%. So we also noticed that the microalgae can grow faster with the CO2 supply, as well as there are lipid accumulations in the microalgae. So this is actually the algae biomass that has been harvested from the photobioreactor and also have been dried in the oven. So this is how the dry microalgae biomass looks like. So after this, we actually need to extract the lipid from the biomass to convert the lipid to biodiesel through transesterification reactions. So this is how the raw lipids looks like. It's actually it's a very viscous oil extracted out from the algae biomass, and it actually looks like a crude petrol oil. And we actually tested that it can be converted to biodiesel, and the fatty acid composition is similar to the vegetables oil. We will say that it's actually suitable for biodiesel productions.
My name is Lim Junwei, and currently I'm affiliated with Department of Fundamental and Applied Sciences, Universiti Teknologi PETRONAS. In terms of research, I'm affiliated with the Center for Biofuel and Biochemical Research. And the good points or the plus point about this center is we are receiving a status of Higher Institute Center of Excellence from Ministry of Education, Malaysia. And for my research interests, which is related to HICoE Center for Biofuel and Biochemical Research, is I'm currently venturing in the biofuel harvested from microalgae biomass. Therefore, as you can see beside me, this is a photo bioreactor design. A new design specifically meant to cultivate the microalgae as well as activated sludge in the single photobioreactors. The activated sludge here means that it's a mixed microorganisms or the mixed material. The function of this new design photobioreactor is that it's capable to treat the nutrient from nutrient-rich wastewater, particularly ammonium. So what happens is when the wastewater is introduced into these photobioreactors, the ammonia will be first converted to become oxidized nitrogen, that is nitrite as well as nitrate species. Then this oxidized nitrogen will eventually flow into the microalgae cultivation volume to actually spur the growth of microalgae. And once the microalgae have growth, reaching the steady stage, the biomass will be harvested, and then that will be served as a feedstock to produce biofuel. And as of today, I have actually filed for industrial design, the intellectual property, hoping that it will be granted very soon. So I think that's all from me. Thank you for your interest.
Yes, my name is Dr. Muhammad Ayub. I'm from Chemical Engineering Department.
My research area is biomass conversion, biofuel, catalysis, preparation, reaction inside. At this moment, you can see nowadays I am working on biodiesel production via microwave technology. Thus, that is another technology. I'm using waste things, waste feedstock over waste type of catalyst prepared from waste material and then directly converted in the form of biodiesel. You can see here that I have prepared different type of from waste material from waste seeds. Similarly, I am preparing from eggshell. I prepare different type of catalyst from waste, and in the form of waste, catalyst was characterized well and then utilized for the purpose of taking waste cooking oil or waste oil in the form of FFA and then convert in the form of biodiesel. You can see we can create high performance biodiesel, slightly amount of glycol as well. Different category we are using. This microwave technology is utilized, reduce time and also energy. So within 30 minutes we can convert that waste cooking oil to biodiesel. So that technology I think is so important for future, saving time as well as saving energy. So related any energy sustainable, it is our future. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hizami. I'm a lecturer at Department of Chemical Engineering, Universiti Teknologi PETRONAS. I joined CBBR as a co-member since 2018. So basically, my research interest is on the heterogeneous catalyst, which is specifically mesoporous catalyst. I also have interest in the conversion of glycerol to value-added product. Right, and previously I have done research on the conversion of glycerol, which is the byproduct from the biodiesel production, to value-added products such as monoglyceride. So actually, monoglyceride is a chemical that consists of both hydrophobic tail and also hydrophilic head, right? Making it suitable to be used as an emulsifier or surfactant in many important industries such as food industries, the cosmetic industries, textile industries, and also pharmaceutical industries. Okay, and monoglyceride is actually very interesting topic because it can be produced from the esterification reaction, the simple esterification process from the reaction of glycerol, and also any kind of fatty acid. Okay, alright. So other than that, I also have research interest on the production of biodiesel, right, from the palm oil mill effluent (POME). Right, so currently I'm working on a project which is the production of biodiesel by using POME, palm oil mill effluent, using supercritical reactor. I think that's all for me. Thank you.
My research focuses on membrane engineering. It covers membrane fabrication, membrane operation, and membrane application. I work mostly on microfiltration, ultrafiltration, membrane distillation, and forward osmosis. Related to the scope of CBBR, I work on microalgae harvesting using membrane process. I also apply process simulation for integration of bio-based oil into the conventional refinery. Here you can see the picture of some of the basic research facilities I use for my works. On the top left, the electrospinning that is used for fabrication of nanofiber membrane. Down here you see a membrane rotating biological contactor for wastewater treatment. This picture is a membrane photobioreactor that is used to cultivate microalgae, and on the left side you see a membrane distillation, forward osmosis, submerged filtration, and cross-flow filtration.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all of you. I wanted to share with all of you my project, and before that, let me introduce myself. I am Norida Binti Usman. I'm from UTP, Universiti Teknologi PETRONAS. and I have been in this field for around 10 years. My background is natural resources. I was graduated from Universiti Teknologi Malaysia under forestry, and now I pursue my project or my research work on biomass and in relation to chemical product. So these two are my reactor. One is pyrolysis reactor and the other one is storage action reactor. Okay, both are complementing each other because of this one is used for treating the biomass. Before we continue with converting this biomass into three different products. One is liquid, the second one is solid, and the other one is gases. I wanted to show you that this is one of our samples that we use for both reactor.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. I am Nurul Aini Amran from Chemical Engineering Department UTP, and I am also a member for HICoE Center for Biofuel and Biochemical Research. So in this center, my research expertise is more on freeze concentration or freeze crystallization process, mainly for separation process. My research interest focus on the design of freeze crystallizer. This is the example number 1 for multiple tube crystallizer. You can see we have multiple tube inside the crystallizer to provide the crystallizations. Okay, and then you can see the outside area here is actually the cooling jacket. Okay, where we store and circulate our coolant. Normally we use mixture of ethylene glycol and water. This is the example for single tube crystallizer. Okay, you can see only one tube here for the place of crystallization to occur. The outside area is the cooling jacket. And this is the process flow that we use for the crystallization process. Okay, so let's say this is your crystallizer. For the shown figure, this is actually the multiple tube crystallizer because you can see there is more than one tube here. Alright, so as you can see from the previous figures, as I mentioned earlier, so the outer space here is actually the cooling jacket where we circulate the coolant from the refrigeration system. Okay, and then for the tube here, we circulate the target solution from a storage tank. This is where we require peristaltic pump to circulate the target solution into the crystallizer for the crystallization process.
Hello, my name is Shafira. I'm one of the members in Chemical Department and Center for Biofuel and Biochemical Research. So my research area is in separation process, specifically in crystallization and extraction process. So currently I'm working on biodiversification through solvent addition. So basically this technique is about crystallization process to separate and purify the biodiesel from the glycerol and other contaminants. So during crystallization process, we add a solvent, for example, 1-ethanol, in order to assist the crystallization process. So this solvent is actually as an access mechanism in order to enhance the purification process.
What we have here is a refrigerator glass that is actually one of the crystallization process. So it consists of refrigerator glass, it consists of the crystallizer where in this crystallizer the solid formation happens inside, and we also have the rotating motor. So the motor is used to hold the crystallizer and rotate the crystallizer. So this rotation is used in order to improve and enhance the separation where it improves the solution movement. Besides this crystallization process setup also been used for the water removal from wastewater, and also to concentrate the extracted component, for example, bioactive compound, from the extracted solution. So that's all for my introduction.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good morning to all. My name is Azri Borhan. I am under Chemical Engineering Department. I'm a senior lecturer and attached under HICoE CBBR. My main research area lies under the converting biomass into value-added material such as activated carbon, which is mainly used for treating or separating gas and liquid type of pollutants, mainly in CO2 and also oil and grease or even heavy metal removals from wastewater. Another niche area under my specialization lies under the converting domestic waste such as food waste into energy, where I have already made patent under my vermicompost technology, where I can simply convert from the waste food waste into like some sort of like dried battery, where you can simply harvest the energy from there, and then the waste from the battery itself can be used as fertilizer. Okay, regarding on the main research area that I've done, I have managed to produce several types of activated carbon. For example, like this one, this is from the rubber seed shell, mainly found in the rubber plantation. So this is the sample, and then from there you can specifically tailor-made the materials on what pollutants or even what type of heavy metals that you want to remove from there. So these are some of the examples that I have lah. Okay, and of course we would like to welcome any interested parties, especially the potential PG students to UTP, and join us together and embark this interesting area under HICoE CBBR.
Hello, my name is Komiyama, and I belong to Center for Biofuel Biochemical Research, CBBR. I work on a gas project, mainly from biomass, and I'm going to show you some of my equipment and introduce you some of my work that I'm interested in. Now, this one is the high pressure reactor. It's a batch reactor. It goes up to about 34 megapascal and about 500 degrees C. So we can do any batch reaction on this. And right now we're hydrogenating lignin to use it as a hydrogen carrier. So this is another batch reactor of the same specifications, and so we can do a similar work at the same time in local place. Okay, this is another of batch reactor, and this one is actually almost handmade. This is the small reactor with the high pressure, high temperature valve with it. We also have a heater which does not look very clean, but it's a heater that could go up to about 400 degrees C. This reactor would stand about 25 megapascal. So we'll charge whatever the reactant in here, the biomass, or in this particular case, actually we're doing the methane coupling. So we charge methane and catalyst and water. We use the supercritical water as a reaction medium and do the methane coupling to produce ethane, ethylene, and other higher hydrocarbons. So with these, we have a capability of the high pressure, high temperature batch reactions with the biomass to produce gas fuels or to convert methane to higher hydrocarbons. So if there is anything that we can collaborate we're happy to discuss about it. Thank you very much.
My name is Suzana Yusup. I'm from Fundamental and Applied Sciences Department, Universiti Teknologi PETRONAS. I'm also a member of HICoE Institution Center for Biofuel and Biochemical Research, which is a HICoE center under Universiti Teknologi Malaysia. My expertise is in developing catalysts for conversion of lignocellulosic biomass to fuel and chemicals. So we develop heterogeneous catalysts that can convert, as an example, waste cooking oil into biodiesel in a one-step process instead of having to go through esterification and trans-esterification process, which will lead to formation of a lot of wastewater. We also develop catalysts to convert biomass to vanillin and some other chemicals. So in our research, we use microwave technology. We also use ultrasonic. We also.
Hi, my name is Aksa, and I'm from Center for Biofuel and Biochemical Research, Universiti Teknologi PETRONAS, Malaysia. I'm currently working on converting waste into energy, such as biogas production. We're using different types of organic waste, such as animal manure and also food waste, to be converted into biogas. At the same time, we're also working on the solid sorbent for biogas purification, and also we're making material to be used as oxygen carrier in chemical looping combustion. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Rashid bin Samsudin. I'm from CBBR of UTP. To share with you my research interest, I mainly work in waste conversion area, and this waste conversion area, by the way, falls under the big umbrella of waste to wealth. It serves as not only treatment process but producing value-added products as well, mainly focusing on industrial waste. Why I choose this field is because this huge generation of industrial waste is just everywhere these days, and from industrial perspective, they cannot throw this, they have to treat this because they have to obey with the various industrial regulations such as the HICoE 1974, and this costs them a lot of money. But you know, if you can add values to it, producing something as more user-friendly and more environmentally friendly, and this potential profit could offset some of the treatment costs. And this field gaining a lot of attention these days because of the huge generation of industrial waste. To give you some example of my work, I currently have work on biogas, converting manure into biogas using anaerobic digestion process. I also have a lot of composting projects with palm oil mills because they want to convert that into something else rather than they pile it up in the landfill. And also I have other things such as solid fuel, biopellets. I also produce PLA, which is a form of biopolymers from food waste, and also advanced material from, not from biomass, from fly ash into geopolymer, into advanced material, into additive products. So in short, basically where I see potential, I just try to provide the treatment process. Thank you.